Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today, I'm going to be showing you how to get Chef, this guy right here. If this is your first time playing and you don't have like anything unlocked but you have the DLC, go to this timestamp to see how you guys can get it. It might take a little bit, but it shouldn't be that bad. But if you already have, most of the things unlocked, all you're going to really need, you don't even need it honestly, but it makes it go by a lot faster. You just use Artifact of Command because you need 3 items to unlock Chef. And it's really not that hard, so I'm going to show you. It takes like 5 minutes, maybe 6 minutes tops. It's really not that difficult. So first things first, you're gonna need the Artifact of Command, and then you're gonna have to get 3 items, 2 whites, 1 green. You need the Cautious Slug, the Bison Steak, and Infusion, which all of those are not that hard to get. On the first level, you need to find one of these guys right there, the Halcyon Shrines, because Chef is actually in that the green portal. He's on the very first level in the green portal. So you can really just get to him like almost instantly. You just need the 3 items, which is why you don't need the Artifact of Command. It might take you a couple loops though to actually get all the items you need. If you don't have the Artifact of Command, go to this timestamp. It's gonna take you to the same spot that I'm going to tell the people who haven't actually played before and don't have a lot unlocked. Show them how to get Chef and the Artifact of Command, because it'd probably honestly be faster just get the Artifact of Command and then loop again to get all the items for Chef, because you have to get pretty lucky to get all the items that you need, because it is specifically those 3. There's no substitutes. And there we go. All right, that's the only 3 items you need, and you just got to go do the Halcyon Shrine. If you don't know what that does, it takes gold to fill up, and then you have to fight a Halcyon Knight, I think it's called, or an Aurelian Knight. I don't remember what it's called. You just gotta kill them, and then you can go through the green portal. The longer you wait in this shrine, and if you fill it up all the way with all the gold that it takes, which takes a little bit honestly, you get more items, but you can start it pretty early, and you'd only get like 1 item. There you go. Pause now. You can read all of that. It tells you exactly what it does and whatnot. But I don't need any more items, so I'm just gonna start it early. Normally it wouldn't be that. It'd be a shard. It'd be a Halcyon shard or something like that, and then you get to pick like between 4 items or something like that. I'm pretty sure, and you can select more based on how much gold you give the shrine. And now that we're in Reformed Altar, you just have to go to the top left corner of the map right here. It's right next to this really big throne thing. You just come down here, and then there's a little room right here, and then Chef's waiting right there for you. And then with these 3 items, you would walk up to it, and I already have him unlocked, but you'd walk up to him, you'd hand over this little guy right there, then you'd hand over the steak and also the infusion, and then you unlock him immediately. It's really not that hard. If you're watching this right now, that means you don't have a whole lot unlocked right now, or you're just starting and want to get Chef, which is fine. To get Chef, you need 3 specific items, which you could loop repeatedly to get, but that might take a while. So I'm going to show you an easier and faster way to get them. First things first, you need to make it to stage 5 so that you can go through the Artifact portal to get the Artifact of Command, which lets you choose which items you get. You need the Cautious Slug, the Bison Steak, and Infusion. Now, you don't start with Infusion unlocked. You need to kill 3,000 enemies first to actually unlock the item and be able to pick it up. So if you haven't killed 3,000 enemies, you will not be able to get Chef, and you have to do that. Now that you've made it to stage 5, you need to make your way to this corner over here so that you can drop off the map onto this island that's down here. You see all of these little guys right here? You have to put in these symbols. And then you're going to activate it with this computer back here, and it's going to destroy all these guys, and then it's gonna make a portal right there, as you can see, as it is currently forming, and you just go on through it. Now if your stage 5 doesn't look like this and instead like this, you're actually going to have to go to the top of the map into this little crevice right here where it looks the exact same as the previous map. You activate it with this computer right here. It's at the top of the map. You can see the bomb down there. You just gotta make your way up to this little crevice right here, and it'll open up the portal, and it takes you to the same place as the other map does. Now this portal takes you to the Bulwark's Armory. Or no, Ambry, sorry, my fault. Now to actually So you have the artifact of command right now, but you have to leave this place, and to do that you have to find these. I did not need to go that way, but you need to get the artifact key. Now the way you get these, you need like 5 of them, I think, and the way you get them is you just gotta defeat a bunch of enemies in here, which can take a while, honestly, especially if you're like really fast about it. Like I'm 13 minutes in and I made it to the Bulwarks Ambry, so there's not gonna be a lot of enemies in here, so it's probably gonna take me a while. But if you take a little bit longer, it shouldn't be oh no, it's only 4 keys actually. No, it shouldn't be a big deal. And the way that the artifact of command works is, if I can find a chest, I can show you really quick. You open the chest and then it spawns out these little things right here, and then you get to pick your items. Now like I said, you need the cautious slug, the bison steak, and then infusion. Now like I said before, if you haven't killed 3,000 enemies yet, it's not going to work because you can't pick that item since you do not have it unlocked. So unfortunately that will not work for you. But if you have already killed 3,000 enemies and you have unlocked infusion, then that's, you know, good for you. You'll be able to do this. And each time you get the artifact key, I completely forgot I have it, but you have to go back to the center and activate it again each time you find one of the keys, because no new ones will spawn. And if it does, I don't know if they patched that or not, but if it does spawn and you have 2 in your inventory, it'll only count as 1 and use both. So you wanna use the artifact key as soon as you get it. And with that, it is done. Now you just gotta collect your artifact. I fell through it. And then a portal should open up, and after you go through that portal, it'll actually take you back to stage 1, so you don't even have to reset. And now you have the artifact of command permanently unlocked. Obviously I don't get an achievement for it since I already have it unlocked. And now you're back on stage 1. And since you're back on stage 1, and you know, you probably have all your items, but if not, you can just go through this map, pick up the last items that you need, which is just like I said, a cautious slug, a bison steak, and infusion. And then you gotta find a Halcyon Shrine. It is a green shrine that's just sticking up out of the earth. I'm pretty sure it's guaranteed on stage 1. It's normally right next to the exit, actually, like next to the teleporter. It isn't always next to it, but normally it's, yeah, look, right there, literally next to the exit right there. So you just gotta complete this, and if you don't know what the Halcyon Shrine is, pause right now. You can read what it does. It isn't that hard. The more gold you put in it, the more items you're allowed to get. Yeah, it's not that hard. It takes gold from you over time while you're inside this circle right here. And then once you complete the shrine, you can activate it early to just end it. You'll only get like 1 item, or you can fill it up all the way, and then you get like 4. No, you get to like pick from 4 items. You get to pick like 3 items from like 5 different options. And sometimes you can get a legendary from it actually, if you're lucky. I'm not going to fill it up fully. I'm just going to end it as soon as it lets me. Yep, there we go. And I can end it early. Now, I do not want to get hit by that guy. He hurts a lot. He does a lot of damage. And then after you kill him, a green portal will appear, and you just have to go to that. Chef is only on the map Reformed Altar, which is the very first green portal you can take. So on level 1, or in our case level 6, you have to go through this portal if you want to get Chef, or else it's going to be too late. And then you'll have to loop again, or you can just start a new run if you don't make it, because you do have the artifact of command unlocked already. And then Chef is right here. I spawn right next to him, so he's always in this corner right here next to this this throne thing. I'm not actually sure what it is, and he'd be right here. I have him unlocked, so he's obviously already gone. But it takes the cautious slug, bison steak, and infusion. It is really simple. It only took me 16 minutes. That's all it took. Completely blank run. And that's if you don't have the artifact of command. If you have the artifact of command, it takes like 5 minutes. Not even that, like 3 minutes. Chef's pretty easy to get. But that's the whole thing. If this helped you out at all, please like and subscribe. Helps me out a lot. And I'll see you in the next one.